at the Hive in Davie, Florida, my strength and conditioning training facility where Coach Andy Hanley, he's the owner of the Hive, and we've been working with him for over 4 years, I want to say.
He's at the point now in his career where he can really coach himself. I'm just here to pat him on the back and tell him he's doing a decent job. So we're kicking off the set here. A quick superset. So you can see essentially what we're looking for here is with this anterior load, we have him in that kind of arms up front guard position. As he's descending into a squat, he's got to do a really good job of maintaining nice neutrality here through the spine. So everything we're doing here is we're just basically firing up the system that when we get him into the Kaiser jumps, which you'll see now, his body is kind of primed and prepared to tolerate that load. All right, Xander, nice and tight now. Come on, pause. Pop. Lad. Boy, we need the 5. Come on. Yeah, there we go. You gotta work hard to maintain that. Let's go. Keep me above 95. Last 2. Final 1. That's excellent. You bring that camera around here and have a look. The target was 5,000. He's hit it. Right on schedule, Xander. Traditionally, we've gone snap and we've paused. I want doubles. So once we're here and we get through, immediately reload and get out. So it's going to be that 1-2 punch, right? Then we reset. Dip and drive with the hips.
Well, the boxing workout, obviously, we focus on the boxing and the opponent, on creating the game plan that we're gonna be taking or trying to make work during a fight, as long as no adjustments have to be made. And here we work on whatever my body needs for this fight to feel good. If it's explosiveness, if it's speed, conditioning, strength, whatever it is, we always look at the opponent and see what we need to work for him and what we think is going to work for him, and then he creates that game plan.
Canelo Alvarez. He gave you a shout out the other day. What's that like to get praise from a legend like that?
Man, he was amazing. He was amazing. Somebody I look up to, and being able to hear a message from him saying what he said to me, it was something that really motivated me, and that, you know, I told myself, man, I could be in his position one day. I just have to stay focused. Getting ready for my next fight, and I want to wish a happy 28th to my favorite prospect.
Xander Zayas is on everybody's lips in the boxing world right now. A few years back, the Puerto Rican was virtually unknown, but today he's one of the biggest names in the super welterweight division. With 2 belts to his name, Zayas is preparing for perhaps the toughest fight of his career. And while almost everyone is dismissive of his chances in this fight, one man knows this kid is special and has shown him full support. Xander recently got a call from none other than Canelo Alvarez. And if reports are to be believed, the two are training together in the boxing gym. The collaboration has sent shockwaves through the boxing community, with many wondering what secrets Canelo might be sharing with the young champion ahead of the biggest fight of his life. It's a massive moment for Zayas, who wasn't expecting a call from the greatest Mexican boxer to ever grace the boxing ring. For a fighter who grew up idolizing Canelo, receiving guidance directly from his hero is a dream come true. The timing of this mentorship could not be more perfect, as Zayas prepares to face one of the most feared fighters in the division. The experience and wisdom that Canelo brings to the camp could prove invaluable in helping Zayas navigate the challenges that Boots Ennis will present on fight night. Xander Zayas considers Canelo Alvarez to be his idol. The young boxer was often spotted ringside at Canelo's fights, studying every move and learning from the master. During one such fight, Zayas opened up about what draws him toward Canelo so much. Zayas expressed his admiration for the Mexican, noting that he looks up to him and was impressed by his composure and performance during his fights. The respect is mutual, as Canelo has reportedly taken a genuine interest in Zayas' development as a fighter. This connection.
Gracias por el apoyo y la admiración. Saludos hasta Puerto Rico. Mauricio, también para ti. Espero la pasen bien. Y échale ganas, campeón. Échale ganas, campeón. Y estoy seguro que algún día compartiremos el cuadrilátero si sigues para adelante. Échale muchas ganas y espero verte en el cuadrilátero algún día. Y si no, que seas campeón. Que seas campeón pronto. Échale ganas. Todo es base a disciplina y amor a esto. Aquí estamos en la cámara hiperbárica. Alistándonos. Saludos. Saludos.
Between the two champions represents a passing of knowledge from one generation to the next, with Canelo sharing the lessons he has learned throughout his legendary career. Zayas has made sure to follow in Canelo's footsteps. At 23, he's already a WBA and WBO super welterweight world champion, and now he's looking to defend them against one of the toughest boxers ever. In an interview on the Cigar Talk podcast, Zayas opened up about his mentality, not just as a fighter, but as a person as a whole. Zayas revealed that it comes naturally to him. Every win and every bit of experience in the ring brings out the champion's mindset in him. He also...
watching Canelo for the first time live, as an idol, somebody that I look up to, and seeing him compose and knowing that he was in charge, from the beginning bell, was amazing. He showed me a lot, even though it was only 3 rounds. I learned, and that's what I take.
Also talked about how the negotiations preceding the Jaron Ennis fight were complicated. Initially set to fight Josh Kelly, Zayas was dejected not to hear back from the reigning IBF super middleweight champion. A fight with Virgil Ortiz also fell through thanks to Ortiz being tied up with his legal tussles with Golden Boy Promotions. As for the Jaron Ennis fight negotiations, Zayas noted that it was the easiest to make because both fighters needed this fight. Jaron was offered the same deal that was being offered to Ortiz, and both parties agreed. He also called this a great matchup, implying that both fighters are massive draws on the US East Coast, which makes for a high-voltage clash. According to the betting odds, Zayas is the underdog going into this fight. Despite being the champion, nobody believes he can successfully defend his titles against the bogeyman. According to DraftKings Sportsbook, Ennis is a massive -500 favorite, with Zayas at +350. Other outlets have Ennis as high as a -430 favorite. Zayas is least bothered by people pitting him as the underdog, claiming that it's fair game and that you have to take up the challenge if you believe in yourself. Zayas is confident that he can put up a competitive fight against the bogeyman and create a path to greatness.
Do you feel like it's the difference between champion Zayas, right? Like the champion and then the prospect. Is there a difference, or you kind of
a little bit more confidence? You get that, a little bit more experience. You get that confidence. You go 12 rounds. You can look good 12 rounds. You get a little bit more pepper in your step. Kind of like.
Well, this fight, like you said, this is the biggest. Everybody's talking about this fight.
Yes.
This is a huge fight here. One is, first of all, how did this come about, right? Because a lot of people are giving you credit, like, yo, you fighting the boogeyman, right? A lot of people call him a boogeyman. How did the fight actually come about?
Man, I feel like this is what boxing is all about. You gotta fight the best. I say I'm the best. He says he's the best. We're the best fighters out 54. Let's see who's really the best. And it came pretty easy. Obviously, he had a negotiation period with Virgil Ortiz.
Yep.
So after my fight, we were looking at other opponents, Josh Kelly being one of them. Sent out a couple notes, a couple letters to his team. Never got a response back. Then obviously we heard that the fight with Virgil fell through because of Virgil's legal things with his company, and we jumped right on it. We're like, hey, we won the fight. Same thing, same split, same everything. We just same deal. Make it happen. and they went to Boots' team, and they said yes, and we were already obviously in. So it was an easy negotiation period, I'd say.
That's crazy because I guess coming off of, as fans, looking at what happened with Virgil and Boots, we just feeling like, damn, this is going to be something hard to make, right? But you're just saying it's easy. Bro.
Man, to be honest, when you want to be great, it's easy to do it. You just got to go and do it. When you put too many buts and no but this, no but that, no but it gotta be, and that's too many excuses. Let's make the fight happen. He's from Philly, I'm from Puerto Rico. We both sell in the East Coast. We have proved that we both sell in the East Coast. So why not make it happen here?
This fight could put him in the history books, and a victory over Boots would be massive for his legacy. While he could have easily fought a top 15 boxer in the division, Zayas picked the most difficult opponent because he loves the challenge and age isn't going to be an obstacle. Zayas believes that if Ennis is expecting an easy night, he is making a big mistake. While Zayas is fully confident about himself, he knows that Boots isn't going to be an easy fight. The Puerto Rican champion and his team are busy studying Boots, his fighting styles, his strengths and weaknesses. In an interview with AK and Barack on the Ring Champs podcast, Zayas opened up about Boots' strengths. He talked about Ennis' speed and boxing IQ, giving him sleepless nights. He's focusing on working on and possibly neutralizing those threats, revealing that he has to be 10 steps ahead of him during the fight.
Well, listen, the odds have already came out. You're the underdog as far as the betting is concerned. And people, just fans, pundits, everybody's like, yo, this might be too early for Xander, right? Like, what do you feel when people are saying it might be too early?
Man, to be great, again, you just gotta do it. Believe in yourself. I believe in myself. I know what I can do in that ring. He's a man just like me. He breathes just like I breathe. He has two hands just like I have two hands. It's fair game. When it comes to fight night, he's gonna be 10 steps ahead of him, man. And the experience, the age, none of that is gonna matter when he has no answer, when he can't find any answer for me that night.
So now, all right, I would say, because like I said, people looking at Boots like a boogeyman. Do you look at him like that? Like, is he like, oh, this is the guy in the division that's like a scary...
I mean, I'm the guy in the division. I'm the only one that has 2 belts. So, people can perceive him and people can see him as however they want to see him. At the end of the day, we got to step in that ring and see who's the best, who's the boogeyman. You know, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not scared of nobody. He's a man just like I am. He breathes just like I breathe. The only man that I'm scared of is above me. Everybody else, they're gonna have to get this.
He plans to not give Boots any space or opportunities to attack, or else he'll have an advantage and run away with the victory. Zayas respects Ennis as a technically gifted boxer, but also talked about a massive vulnerability that could be his key to success in this matchup. In a fascinating twist, Jaron Ennis also spent time sparring with Canelo Alvarez during Canelo's preparation for Terence Crawford, with Ennis brought in because his style was seen as the closest simulation to Crawford available. Boots' promoter Eddie Hearn praised both fighters for not being afraid of losing their undefeated record, accepting this massive fight. He emphasized that these are the kind of matchups boxing needs and he's proud to be part of it. Hearn anticipates an electric atmosphere on June 27th, noting that both fighters are on the path of stardom regardless of who wins. He believes the winner will emerge as a superstar while the loser will still remain a significant star.
On that fight night. You about 180 right now. You about 180 right now.
Let's keep it about 180 right now. Let's keep it at that.
You bigger than that? Damn.
180.
Cruiserweights in there. Let's talk about this fight, man. I do feel Jaron is a very talented fighter. I thought he was a big 147-pounder, so he still have decent size, but you're bigger than him, like in stature. Without giving too much up, what worries you about him? Like, what do you have to be concerned with in the ring?
His speed, and his IQ. I gotta always be 10 steps ahead of him. I can't give him no space. I can give him no chance. If he sees a chance, he's gonna take advantage of it. I mean, he's a good fighter. He knows how to read another fighter. I mean, we've seen it throughout his career. So he knows how to read fights. He knows how to read a fighter, but he's never been uncomfortable either.
People have been, this is what I've been hearing, right, for some experts off the record, saying that Jaron gets hit, right? We all seen him get hit in fights, but people like to say, well, it's because he's comfortable in there getting hit with those guys. He's a better defensive fighter than that, right? But he does get hit at fights.
And that's what I say. That's for sure.
So people are saying, a lot of people are starting to say this fight is a lot more interesting than people think. Xander's a big guy at this weight class. When you watch those fights and see him get hit, do you think to yourself, like, wow, there's so much vulnerability there. Like, I know exactly what to do to this.
That's what I think of myself. You better not get hit because, again, he's never been uncomfortable. He's been hit, but he's been okay. Like, I can still, he rolls with those punches. Right. You know, every time he gets his flush, you can see it. He gets uncomfortable, but then he gets back to. And these guys, they don't have the IQ. They don't have the technique to keep building on that, right? I do, and you guys have seen it. I build on everything. On everything I do is just something added extra to that layer. And there's no fights that you can tell me I haven't seen nothing new from you. There's always something that I get better at. There's something that I improve at. And this fight, I will continue to do that. Again, it's easy to be there and be comfortable with all these guys and be comfortable getting hit. But what when you're not? Well, how is your brain gonna tolerate that? How is your brain gonna react to that? It's not.
Regarding the venue, Hearn explained that the Barclays Center was chosen because Madison Square Garden was unavailable. He specifically highlighted Brooklyn's large Puerto Rican community and expects thousands of fans to travel from Philadelphia to support Boots. He predicts a full house and a wild environment, solidifying New York as the ideal location for this high-stakes matchup. Boots was also interviewed by Puerto Rican Brian Fonseca, and he had a stern warning for the island's fans who will be supporting Zayas. Boots acknowledged Zayas' development and skill set, which he considers superior to others in the 154 pounds division. While he respects Zayas for taking the fight at a young age, Ennis remains extremely confident.
Yeah, but that's what you want. Guys that aren't afraid of the O, that are willing to show how great, like, trust me when I say this place will be electric on June 27th. It'll be a massive fight. Whoever wins comes out as a superstar. Whoever loses comes out as a big star.
Can you give me your random thoughts on? Sorry, go ahead.
You know, they had the Puerto Rico thing. Xander said, "How do we end up in Brooklyn as opposed to MSG, where we used to see in Matchroom, we used to see in Top Rank? So how do we go from Puerto Rico and end up at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York?"
Well, firstly, I think there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Brooklyn. MSG wasn't available on any date in June, so you know, and I like this place. I mean, don't forget, this place has staged some massive fights over the years. It's always a good crowd. Even when I came here for Dalton Smith against Super Real Matias, I mean, it was, you know, it was quite a small show, but there was still, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000, and it was wild. Do you know what I mean? You imagine the whole place is full up, which it will be. So, yeah, look, I love MSG, I love Barclays Center, and I'm just pleased to be in New York because I think that's the right place. You're going to get a huge amount of Puerto Ricans coming to this fight. You're also going to get a huge amount travelling from Philadelphia. Thousands upon thousands, and I think that would be great with the travel.
He dismissed the idea that he is overlooking his opponent, clarifying that his confidence stems from his hard work and belief that he elevates his performance for major events. While not a massive fan of tuning in and watching his opponents fight, Boots has been watching and closely studying Zayas' recent fights, and he thinks he can solve the puzzle, implying that it's not going to be an easy night for the Puerto Rican champion. Ennis has made bold claims ahead of the fight, stating he is pound-for-pound #1 and that a win over Zayas will prove it. While most experts predict Boots to win this fight, Bernie the boxer had an interesting opinion on this matchup. He didn't want to predict this fight nor discredit either fighter, especially considering Zayas is far too young and inexperienced to fight Ennis. Bernie, however, touched on Boots' recent comments on Zayas not being talented enough to fight him. Bernie didn't hesitate.
I know a lot of people think it's like easy, but he did beat Charles Conwell, and people were talking up Charles Conwell when he was Boogeyman in the division. And after that, he beats the basketball rule in unification. So he got a couple nice wins coming into this, but obviously, like, he hasn't fought anyone of your level, I don't think. But do you like what you've seen from him in terms of his development in the last couple fights?
Yeah, I've seen the couple fights that I did watch. Like, I don't watch guys, but I had to watch. Like, my last two fights, I don't really watch guys. But
like,
my last
you don't do film on
No,
them?
but my last two fights, I didn't know much about Lima, so I had to watch Lima.
Okay.
And I didn't really know much about Zayas until, you know, like recently. So I had to watch him. I never sat there and just turn on a fight and watched him. So I had to sort of see what he got. And but yeah, I watched him and I see a lot of things, and It's going June 27th is gonna be crazy. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna show out and have fun.
Do you feel like, just age-wise, because he's 23, and again, going back to like him taking this fight, and some people are going to say, hey, it's a little early, but for you, you're 28 if I'm not mistaken, right? 28. Do you feel like you need this fight more than he does at comparing the stage of his career, the stage of your career?
Do I feel like he needed more fight?
Do you feel like you need this fight more than he does? Just because age, like he probably doesn't need to rush into this yet.
No, he definitely, like I said yesterday at the press conference, he could have chosen somebody else, and he had to, fight me.
Yeah.
I'm glad. That's why I said I'm glad he took the fight. Yeah. And I appreciate him taking the fight, but.
Tatum slammed Boots, questioning the opponents he fought recently. He specifically targeted Boots' latest victory at super welterweight over Wisma Lima, implying that Boots doesn't have enough experience at 154. The criticism reflects a broader debate about whether Ennis's resume matches his talent. However, after the fight, Ennis's promoter Eddie Hearn revealed that Zayas has a rematch clause, suggesting the story between these two fighters may not be over yet. When the bell rang on June 27, Jaron Ennis delivered a career-defining performance, stopping Xander Zayas in the 7th round at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The defining sequence came on the third.
Can't say who's going to necessarily win, but I'm gonna press. I don't want to say who's going to win. I think Xander, not really that entertaining, but smart boxing, can't take it away from his movement. Boxing, ain't taking it away from him in that situation. And, definitely Boots got the flashier combinations, the flashier style, the more appealing style to your eyes. But they both been groomed well. They both good pedigree. I just want to see a great fight. I don't favor any one of them. I've been saying Boots, but I really don't favor anyone. I would just like to see them guys go on and who emerges as the #1 guy.
I just listened to the interview with Boots on YSM Sports Media. He kind of doesn't really he gives respect to, Xander for giving him the opportunity. But when it comes to his skills, he feels like he could do whatever he wants to do in there. When we talk about getting rid of him or getting him out of there, he says he could do whatever he wants to do with him. He's not impressed what he sees in Xander Zayas. I mean, what do you get out of that?
Well, he talking the talk.
Looking past him, I don't know. What do you think?
Man, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know, but with tough talk like that, he should have fought somebody better than the last kid he fought. He should have fought somebody else better than him. He should have had them guys, whatever he had to do. Take a pay cut, something. Get somebody in there more credible than the last guy fought. He talking stuff like that.
Third round when Zayas landed a flush right hand that wobbled Ennis, forcing him to retreat and clinch. But Ennis recovered and reasserted himself from the 5th round, carving up Zayas with blinding combinations and scoring 2 more knockdowns before referee Harvey Dock stopped the contest. Ennis finished the night with a record of 36-0 with 32 knockouts, becoming a 2-division unified world champion. After the fight, Ennis said, "I was enjoying myself. I was having fun putting on a show for the fans. And I got the job done. And I appreciate Xander Zayas for taking this because he didn't have to." Who do you have winning this matchup? Let me know your predictions in the comments. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section.